Across the globe, fertility rates are falling, and the impact is being felt in ways we never imagined, from economic shifts to social changes. What does this mean for future generations? We're going to explore the causes, consequences, and potential solutions with consultant obstetrician, gynecologist, and associate lecturer at UHWI, Dr. Michelle Campbell-Mitchell. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I want to say Adastra.
Say it. Now go get that one here.
Just immaculate.
Made a mistake there.
Get that one there.
Yeah. Okay. Can we just clarify at the top that we're looking at an updated version of an article. Mm-hmm. There was an original version printed where you were misquoted, or you want to clarify for us?
Yes, I would love to clarify. I'm not sure if it was a misquotation because there weren't any quotes, but it certainly was a misrepresentation of what I was trying to communicate. So the article should have primarily, I was told, would have been about cesarean sections in honor of Cesarean Section Awareness Month. But of course, we got to talking about why cesarean section rates are on the increase, and one of the reasons, many reasons, but one of the reasons is women are delaying childbearing. Mm-hmm. So I had said that, it's important to balance pursuing education with pursuit of childbearing, but that's not quite how it came across. I just want to clarify that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that.
No problem. Mm-hmm. So let's start there.
Yes.
C-section.
Okay.
I had one.
Mm-hmm. I had two.
You had two?
I did, yes.
I was in the, what do you call it? Elderly, don't laugh.
No, because we don't use the word elderly anymore.
I was so ashamed when Dr. Rainford said.
We refer to it as patients of advanced maternal age.
That's it.
That's better. No, it's
35
better.
Good at that time, which is interesting now because people
it
in
is
their 50s having babies. But then, I opted for it because I was healthy.
Yes.
But I had to go through every single test because at that stage now you run the risk of gestational diabetes and all these other things.
Correct. So advanced maternal age by definition begins at 35. So 35 and above. Mm-hmm. But that's conventionally, and it's an interesting convention now, given that the average age to start a family is 34.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. No. When previously it would be in your 20s. Mm-hmm. So, one has to wonder if we need to revisit that definition of
Can we revisit it?
Elderly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm
perhaps we should, yes.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about one of the things. Let me do pros and cons. One of the things I feel is the advancement in technology, medical technology.
Right.
Are more women becoming aware of what childbearing means, and in terms of, I don't want to use the word requirements, let me say the process,
yes,
and how it affects the body,
yes,
and just how they prepare for childbirth. Is that one of the things that you're seeing mostly?
So I would say that more and more women are choosing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Honestly. I think they're choosing the pursuit of their careers. I think they're choosing their independence. I think they're choosing their financial liberty, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And so they're delaying childbearing. Mm-hmm. Can I blame women? Absolutely not, But it comes with
There's
consequences, right? Mm-hmm. So once you delay childbearing, the likelihood of a complication increases, a pregnancy-related complication. Not only that, when you delay it, it's more likely that you'll enter the pregnancy with a comorbidity, like hypertension, like diabetes. So you may enter the pregnancy with it, and then because you're older, you may develop it. And of course, comorbidities and pregnancy complications lead to adverse pregnancy outcomes, right? Mm-hmm. So again, back to my favorite word, it's balance, If you choose yourself, that's fantastic. Mm-hmm. I chose myself. I pursued my career first. And then scrambled and had 2 boys. It really was a scramble. I had to squeeze them in because, but so that was my balance.
Yeah, but that was your choice.
That was my choice.
Intentional and deliberate.
Yeah.
Correct.
And so are fertility rates really declining, or is that fair to say, or are we're just choosing to have kids later?
No. So the consequence of all of this now is that fertility rates are really declining.
Less babies being born.
Definitely. So worldwide, fertility rates are down from an average of 5 children per woman is the unit we use. I know per woman, but that's the unit. So down from an average of 5 to now, the frightening thing is it's below 2. So what that means is that when a couple of 2 persons get together, procreate, they're literally no longer replacing themselves.
Gotcha.
So the population is worldwide
Getting older.
and parallel here in Jamaica is literally shrinking. An aging population. So when all of us here get to be elderly, real elderly now.
Yes, not the trick one.
Not the, right? There's going to be so much pressure on social services, medical services. There'll be no labor force. As a consequence, the economy will shrink. So choices have consequences, right?
Yeah. Are you finding, and why I said technology in medicine, because there are a lot of women also who are opting for other ways of having children, surrogacy,
Right.
And other types of ways. People are opting to adopt.
That is true.
People freezing their eggs,
Yes.
and things like that. So are those things also coming to bear?
Yeah, definitely. Because again, if you delay childbearing, as you age, your fertility rates, your fertility inherently will decline.
Right.
So for women who recognize this and wish to prepare for it, you have the option of retrieving your eggs, storing them, and using them at a later date. Yeah.
Okay. It's such an interesting discussion because we are so far away from the societal construct that says you have to have out your lot.
No.
Right?
No
And
longer.
if you not have no pitney, you're no woman.
Right.
And our grandparents used to have 11 and 12.
Yes.
You see that come down to what was 5 to now below 2.
2, correct.
There's been a huge paradigm shift.
Huge. Yes.
Huge paradigm shift.
Yeah. Understandably, because, the environment is challenging. So that article that we referenced at the beginning, what came out of that article and the comments which were filled with vitriol, which I understood because the headline was misleading. Women were complaining, like, how are we to have children in this economy? Where is the social services to support us?
Yeah.
Where are the men? That's a big one. That was a recurrent decimal.
Because I was going to
Where
say,
should we
we
get the
talk a
men
lot
from?
about chasing the profession.
Yes.
But there are a lot of women who also have not found someone
Exactly.
with whom
But the truth
they
is,
are
the
going to have
eligible
children.
someone's, that population is on the decline too,
Amen.
right?
This sound like another 7.
So I think so too. But it's
So with
it's
whom will they procreate?
With whom? One has to ask.
Correct.
Wow.
So it's multifactorial.
For the folks who are watching this morning who are delaying by choice, but who are opting now to think about it and they have their partner,
Yes.
you are making them aware of all the risks. C-section patients run the risk of, injury to organs.
Yes,
And
so surgical
post-operative-
complications, anesthetic complications. But I want to hasten to point out that this is the minority.
Yeah.
It's not like the majority of persons will have a complication, but certainly the risk is increased. So
I loved it. It was like going to Burger King and having it your way.
Really?
Yeah.
all right, that's one way. of
No,
putting
because
it.
I knew I couldn't labor, Doc. I'm not so.
So it was
pain
nice
tolerant.
and planned.
Yeah, man. I said,
Yeah.
Doc, can I get like a C-section with fries?
Yeah.
I wanted the combo. You could stick in your back, 15 minutes.
Yes.
Little pressure in your belly.
Yeah.
Voila.
Fortunately for you, it was planned and controlled.
Right. That emergency.
And not a rush.
Correct. Was a
event.
Was a blessing.
And I
can be
think some
quite
people, the
traumatic.
recovery gets a little bit tricky as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, know your options. And you have a choice, eh? I
Yes.
think that's the main thing that's coming.
Yes, that is true. Right.
Don't capitulate to pressure because
No.
you have to go raise the child.
Right.
Let her tell you.
Right. Choice is key and balance ultimately.
Got it. Where do you operate from?
Well, I'm a consultant at UE and I practice privately at Winchester Surgical and Medical Institute.
You seem like a nice OBG. You know the OBGYNs who are just born to be OBGYNs? Yes.
Thank you.
Temperament is
Thank you for that.
Yes, you're very
Yes.
welcome. Consultant obstetrician, gynecologist, and associate lecturer at the University Hospital of the West Indies, Dr. Michelle Campbell-Mitchell. Where are we going after the break, miss?
We hear about the historical lumbar disc replacement surgery done at the Andrews Memorial Hospital.
Oh, more medicine. Soon come.